Hello everyone. I just got back from the local camera shop that I use to print out some prints. Now what I did was I chose 6 different prints, 3 color, 3 black and white. I'm really glad I did it, but I did get 16 by 24 and that's a little bit big. I mean, I'm gonna make these work because there's plenty of room in my house to put these. But I think in future prints, I'll probably do something much smaller, like 8 by 10. But anyway, these are my prints that I printed out. I'm very excited about this. So this was a photo I took last summer and I love how it printed out. I love that it got all of that deep, dark color that looks just like it looks in my digital files that I share online. All of these look just like they look in my digital images. Like I guess I was expecting it to look flatter or not quite as contrasty, not quite as much color. On to the next one. This one is from the same day. I had a good day that day. I was chasing a storm. I've always thought that it would make a good photograph, and so I had my camera, it was right there next to me. I was using the Fujifilm X-T5 and the XF 16-55 2.8 lens, which is a great lens. And I just, pretty much aimed it. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to consider it other than I'd been under this a million times. Yeah, I love this one too. This was after a trip up to Breckenridge. I was coming into the Eisenhower Tunnel, and again, I had my camera at the ready. I did actually frame this. I know that sounds extremely dangerous, but I was looking to get the lines in the corners like that. So I only had to do a very little bit of cropping to get it. And I love that I got this road damage sign. The road damage sign is an accident. But I love it. I love the way it came out. I think this was taken with my 35mm 1.4. This was taken on my X Pro 3. So, this is one of those photos where you look at it and you go 26 megapixels or 40 megapixels. It doesn't matter. I had gone out very early this day. I went out with my XH2 and I think it was the 16-55 again. Just really loved the feel of that morning. Low-hanging clouds always makes my heart skip. I like fog and low-hanging clouds. I'm living in the wrong city for that kind of activity. And I love that this print captures all this blue and into the black. I mean, they did a fantastic job. This is from Inglewood Camera in Denver, Colorado, or I guess Inglewood, Colorado. I've seen much worse prints than these. I'm really not sure how the lights are gonna do these photos on this video with all the... Yeah, this was taken with my X Pro 3 and the 27mm 2.8 pancake lens. Evidence that a 2.8 pancake lens with a 26 megapixel sensor, it prints beautifully. I mean, I'm just blown away at how these prints look like my images on my screen, on my saturated studio display. Like these look better. I mean, this is amazing. I am honestly, I wish I could describe how these make me feel. The first thought was, I can't believe I made these. First of all, you see your pictures online, you see your pictures in your photo library, you go through your catalog all the time, you share your pictures, you make a best of, you do these things, and I think you can appreciate your own work, but printing it out and seeing it like this just makes it feel so much more real. Like, this is a photograph that I took and I made. Whatever that feeling is, how I feel when I take the photo and I bring them home and I see them in Lightroom and I'm just like, wow, this is really great. I want to share this. This makes me feel even better. Like, this is worth it. Picked up these inexpensive frames. So essentially what I have to do is I have to cut these to size. I think going forward, I will try to print more often. Anyway, yeah, this is just a short video. I I'm mostly just so excited about the fact that I did this. You know, this is something I should have done a long time ago, and I'm here to tell you, if you've been sitting on the fence, don't get 16 by 24. You don't have to go that big. But you should do it. You should get some of your prints printed out and just look at them. Just hold them in your hands. Go out and get your own printed. A little postscript here. I wanted you to see that I did get them all printed out and put on my wall. So it's nice to not just have a blue-gray wall anymore, but actually have prints. Somebody on Threads suggested getting these IKEA shelves and putting them across, and then taking prints that you have framed, instead of having to hang them every time, you can just set the prints on the IKEA shelves. And I think that's a great idea, especially if I do the 8x10s in nice frames. It'd be great to not have to hang them each and every time and swap them out as I want my backdrop to look different. So I think that's a pretty good idea and something I'm gonna do. But you know, the whole takeaway from this is I really think getting your work printed out is a big deal. It feels great to see my work on the wall, and I wanted to share that with you. So I hope you enjoyed this. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.